Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take up my yoke and learn from me, because I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. As I was thinking about you this Christmas and being curious with the Lord about what gift He would want to give to you, this scripture came to my mind. I believe that the Lord wants to give you the gift of rest this Christmas. Now, I imagine that you might be the kind of person who has spent a lot of time focusing on getting gifts for other people. I imagine that you care deeply about the people in your lives and have spent some time thinking about what gifts you want to get for the people that you love. I believe that Jesus wants to bless you with a gift of rest this Christmas, and that He wants to remind you that He loves you and that you have been on His mind just as much as these other people that you have gotten gifts for have been on your mind. And so as we consider this scripture, the two words that jump out to me before we get to the word rest are the words weary and burdened. And in the context of 2020, I imagine that at some point you felt weary and burdened. And the beauty of Jesus is the invitation to this great exchange, that we don't have to keep the weariness. We don't have to keep the burdens. He invites us to come to Him. We get to give Him our weariness and our burdens, and in exchange, we get rest. Hear the scripture again from the Passion Translation. Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28 to 30. Are you weary, carrying a heavy burden? Then come to me. I will refresh your life, for I am your oasis. Simply join your life with mine. Learn my ways, and you'll discover that I'm gentle, humble, easy to please. You will find refreshment and rest in me. For all that I require of you will be pleasant and easy to bear. I invite you to hear Jesus speaking to you directly, asking you the question, are you weary, carrying a heavy burden? How would you answer that question in this moment? If your answer is yes, I am, then I invite you to accept Jesus' invitation to come to Him in this moment and to believe that He will refresh your life and give you the rest that you long for. This invitation to receive rest is an invitation to relationship with Jesus. And again, I imagine that you believe in Jesus if you're listening to this. But I'm curious if you've thought about what it looks like to continuously come to Jesus in the midst of your daily routine, in the midst of your work, your responsibility, in the midst of all your tasks. It's one thing to be able to physically rest, and I do believe that this is an invitation from Jesus to do that. In addition, however, I believe it's an invitation to join our lives to Jesus all the time, to keep the conversation going with Him throughout our day, to focus on the unseen real of Jesus, and to recognize that He's more real than anything that we can see or touch in the natural. That he is life, that he is the resurrection. And so during these 12 days of Christmas, I invite you to receive Jesus, to exchange your weariness and your burdens for his rest. I invite you to slow down, to breathe deeply, to have an ongoing conversation with Jesus throughout your day, learning from him, receiving the wisdom he longs to give you, and taking time to ponder, like Mary, the wondrous gift we've been given in Jesus. Merry Christmas.
What strangers are these that wander through the town? Hush, 'tis Joseph and weary Mary. And what does he seek so hopeless and in vain? He is seeking shelter for Mary, for she is the blessed and chosen of the Lord, who will bear to us a goodly King.
And who is this King of whom ye proudly sing?
Know ye not the Christ, Jesus the Savior? What weird child is this that in a manger lies? Hushed is Jesus Christ, Son of Mary.
Say what fair maid is this, whose joy is mixed with awe? What is Mary, mother of Jesus?
Oh, these are the shepherds and these the magi kings, who have brought him their gifts of gold and myrrh. That lying kneeling on a chair before a babe, they adore their King, Jesus the Savior. Who are these that march from death unto life? These are they who love Jesus the Christ. And how do they triumph o'er the gates of hell, through the grace of Him, Jesus the Savior. He is come to redeem mankind from sin and strife, to bring peace, joy, love, and brotherhood. Oh, where shall I find him? Where shall I seek? He is here and now, Jesus your Savior.